Hello everyone, I'm Alex from English Owls, and this is a new series on our channel called How to Teach English Online. Today's video is dedicated to teaching writing skills online, and I have prepared for you 4 different ways in which you can make your lessons on writing in an online setting more interactive. The first thing on my list is sharing screens. Obviously, you will share your screen with your students because that's how you display tasks, pictures, audios, and so on. However, it's a great way to encourage students to become more involved in the lesson, to get them to share their screen with you and with the other students in a group. Obviously, you need to make sure that students can do that with their device, but if they can, it works really well. You can give students, for example, a paragraph to write in a breakout room together, and what I've been doing to check that they're also correcting in real time so that I have less work afterwards, I would pop into the room and make some notes on their written piece as they are writing it, and I would encourage them to self-correct. So maybe I would underline some words or put a question mark where I wasn't sure they were using the right tense and so on. It's really great to see how students actually take into account your comments and they are able to correct themselves in real time. The second thing that I would encourage you to do to make writing more interactive in an online setting is to encourage students to work on projects. And I really like to choose a topic that, for example, a group of students really enjoys. For example, let's say playing video games, and I would assign one aspect of the topic to each student, and then they have to research that aspect and make notes on it, and then they come together and write a piece of writing, usually an article, on that topic using the information they've just researched. At the end of this activity, you can create a newspaper online, and that's my third tip to make writing more interactive online. So all these things are readily available. You can create a newspaper, a storybook, a blog. They are all great ways to get students to be more creative, to work together. You can give them roles like the publisher, the editor, the researcher. It's a great way to make students more aware of how important it is to research and to create resources. So it's really nice because at the end they have a final product that they can share with friends, and also you yourself can use this for another lesson later on. And we're coming to the end of my list with the 4th item, and in this case I have decided on an activity because it's one of the best ways for me to get students to become interested in writing even when they are really reluctant, and it's called interrupted flow. Basically, you give students a topic, and maybe those who are, a little bit reluctant, they can even get a prompt. They start writing using the prompt, and then suddenly you interrupt their flow and say, now I'd like you to use the word however. For example, if your target language is connectors. So let's say they keep writing and then suddenly you interrupt them again. And the purpose of this activity is to get students to really focus on the language without having too much time to start questioning and getting stuck. For exam preparation classes, this works really well. The way I've adapted this activity for online lessons is by getting students to do this in breakout rooms and interrupt each other's flow with some vocabulary that I would previously send privately to the students in the breakout room. So it's a really interesting way to make students realize that writing can be quite fun and interesting. And the final products that I've seen with this activity were surprisingly good. So I'm just going to recap my 4 things on the list that help you make writing more interactive. And number 1 was get students to share their screen. Number 2 was to encourage students to do research and create projects. Number 3, get these projects published online in online newspapers, storybooks, or even blogs. And the 4th thing was an activity called Interrupted Flow, which I hope you will be maybe trying in the near future. So this is all for me today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and share it, and follow us on social media. The details will follow at the end of the video. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye for now.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow us and share.